morning to all. Welcome to Harsha Trainings. So I will start the session. Before going to the session, simply myself is Dr. Razu. And the first thing is, first we are going to cover the content. That is what we are going to discuss throughout our session. In the first 5 to 10 minutes, I will give you the content. I think everyone requested, please mute yourself. Now, after completion of the content, then we are moving to Python. Why we are selecting Python, everything. First one, Python is a procedure-oriented language. Python is a procedure-oriented language. Also, Python is an object-oriented language. Coming to C language, C is only procedure-oriented. Java, volume, I think my voice is not audible. Anyone please respond? Is my voice is audible?
It's audible.
Yes, audible.
Okay. Thank you. Yes. Coming to C language, C is a completely procedure-oriented. Java is a completely object-oriented. But what is advantage of Python? Python is both procedure-oriented and object-oriented. Based on this point only, we know what is the reason for learning Java. That means if you are using procedure-oriented, you learn only some set of topics. If you know object-oriented, you need cover only some set of topics. But if you have both procedure-oriented and object-oriented, that means whatever the things that we have done by using C language, whatever the things that we have done by using Java language, all the things are covered by using Python. Then no need to use two languages. Only one language is sufficient. Covers both procedure and object. Okay. Now, what are the things that we are going to cover? First, to coming to this procedure oriented, all the basic topics in the sense, what is the identifier, what are the keywords, what are the operators, what is the data type, what are the data type conversions, all basic information is covered. Whatever the things that are required for any programming language covered, and along with one of the main important point is data types. In someone called as data structures, someone also called as collections. This is hard to do Python programming. If you learn this topic, what are the things under data structures? Under data structures, we have the concept of string, list, tuple, set, dictionary, and then Frozen set. These are the very important. Now, what we are doing? Suppose coming to string. Here each and everything we discussed in detail. In detail means what is a string, how to create a string, what are the methods that are available in the string, how to apply these methods for writing a program. Along with, we also discussed the concept of functions. Here I am given only the broad, not in depth, the broad content. Function, what is a function, what are the different types of parameters, what are the different ways to pass the parameters to the function. Along with, we also discussed different types of functions. Anonymous function, that means the functions without any name. Anonymous functions, okay, and lambda. Anonymous is also called as lambda function, everything. And very important function, map, filter, reduce. These are the most important functions. We will cover all the concept of functions. Some any other stuff, we already given entire information in your syllabus. We will cover all the syllabus. Now, but why I am segregating these two things is, suppose you are writing a program, not project. Understand my meaning? You are writing a program. Suppose check whether a given number is a palindrome or not. Suppose reverse a number, perform some addition operation. If you want to write the program, you need the concepts of you need the concepts of procedure-oriented programming. By using these procedure-oriented concepts, you are in a position to write any program, general programs. Now, what is mean by object-oriented? Everything is treated in terms of object. What are the things? What are the things? Class, object, inheritance, polymorphism, encapsulation, and abstraction. You know this one. So these are the basic principles of object-oriented programming. We will cover these things also. If you learn C language, only these things. If you learn Java, only these things. But if you learn Python, you learn these things along with these things. That is the advantage. Okay. Not only these two things. Here I am covering both procedure-oriented, object-oriented. Along with what are the additional content? The first important thing is exception handling. The first important thing is exception handling. Along with exception handling, other things we discussed are multi-threading, and network programming. Not only basics of Python, you assume that the course fee is this one. We discussed only basics of Python, not only the basics of Python. Basics of Python means up to this one is completed. Up to this one is completed. So along with the basics, we discussed some advanced topics. Exception handling is the topic. Multi-threading, that is different ways of multi-threading. So what are the different classes for creating the multi-threads? Network programming, also called as socket programming, network programming, and the very important topics, files, the concept of files. Why? Generally our information is stored in files, and one of the another important topic is database. That means how the Python program is connected to database. Here, many number of database. For our example, I am using MySQL. Almost all the databases are same. Only simple syntax is different. Remaining is completely same. Right now, we discussed MySQL. Suppose, sir, I don't need MySQL, I need SQLite. Okay, no problem. We will cover SQLite. Sir, I need Oracle. We will cover Oracle. No problem. The entire procedure is same. So I explained the concept of MySQL right now. Concept of MySQL, how to write the programs by using Python to connect to the MySQL. That means the database programming. We will cover all these things. Okay. Remember, everything is provided in your syllabus. If anything is missing, not a problem. We will cover all the contents. And remember, before starting the session, generally for each and every topic, I given the assignments. Assignments in the sense simply practice questions. You need to solve the practice questions. Suppose if you are unable to solve the question, for example, today I given some 3 programs. You are very good at 3 programs, all, not a single student. If all are very good at the program, all are doing the program, no problem. If even one person is not doing the program and you are unable to understand, not a problem. Every day starting session, suppose today I given the program, tomorrow starting session I will solve the programs. After completion of these practice programs only, I am moving to the next topic. This is our agenda we are following. And don't consider the time. Sir, the duration is exactly 2 months. The duration is 45 days. The duration is 260 days. So don't consider the duration. Here you need to consider whether the topic is covered or not. Suppose it may take 2 months, and the worst case may take 2.5 months. Not a problem. The final thing is you need to cover entire content. Okay. Now ignore that one. Coming to Python. Coming to Python. From now onwards, I will start my session. Started my session. Okay. What is a Python? What is Java? What is C? Everyone so Python or Java or C is a programming language. What is mean by programming language? Here the programming language means you need to know one basic thing that is followed by any software industry, that is called SDLC. Software development life cycle. You need to know the basic thing. SDLC. From this SDLC, I will start the session. For example, assume you are a customer. I am some organization. Suppose some X company. Now, you need a project. What are the things you follow? For example, assume one software is required for booking cinema tickets. Assume for booking movie tickets, you need a software. Then what you are doing? You are going to the particular organization. You given all your requirements. Sir, I am going to construct this hall, and my hall consists of, for example, 5 shows. And I have total 3 screens. You need to develop a software for booking the tickets. Each hall consists of 3 types of seats, so Royal, Gold, etc. You given all your complete information in which fashion? Technically or not technically? No, generally we are given the information non-technically. Why? Because the theater owner does not know the technical terms. He don't know, sir, you develop the software by using Java. He don't know, sir, please develop the language by using Python. He need only the software with easy to use. Yes or no? So the first thing is the customer given all those information. All those information. I am gathering all those information. After that, what you are doing? You are the developer or you are the manager. What you are doing? First step is analysis. Out, right or wrong? Remember, before going to any programming language, you have to know the basic things. Sir, why this thing is required? You want to develop the software. Why you are learning Python or Java? For developing a software. What are the things they are followed for developing the software? Without knowing the things, it is not possible. That is the reason I am explaining this one. Analysis. What is analysis? Clear? Simply, whatever the requirements given by the customer, I analyze all the requirements. After analysis of all the requirements, what is the next step? Design. Design in the sense an architecture is designed. You got my point? Architecture. For example, construct a building. First, you set the land. Suppose this square feet. After completion of basic analysis, you prepare a plan, right or wrong? Based on the plan, you are constructing the house. Here our important point comes. Once the analysis and design completed, based on this one, we are providing implementation. What is implementation? Also called as coding. That means, come to the point, converting our analysis or design into program or into coding is called programming. What is mean by programming? Programming is the process of converting analysis or design into coding. One of the interview question. Generally, we know that who asked the programming? Without knowing the term programming, nothing is happened. So programming is conversion of our theoretical, conversion of our architecture into implementation. That is real-time aspect. That is called programming. Now, for conversion, what you need? What you need? You need a language, right or wrong? So to convert this analysis and design into coding, you need a language that is called programming language. Now you got the point? What is a programming language? Suppose here I am communicating to you by using English language. So the medium, the mediator for converting, exactly here we need a programming language. Now, Depending upon the requirements, depending upon the customer, or depending upon the manager, they are selecting the programming language. Suppose if you are interested, you can select Python language. Suppose I am selected Java language. Some other person selected .NET language. So depending upon the user, you can select any language. Now you got it. What is a programming language? Okay. This is the thing that is followed by every software. Now, coming to Python. The next and obvious question is, why Python? Already Java is existed. So 90% everyone know Java. Everyone know Java. So right now from the last 3 to 4 years only, everyone know the term Python. Before 3 to 4 years, no one know the term Python. So according to our assumption, which is the oldest one, Java or Python? Everyone assume that Java is the oldest language. That is the reason that is very popular. That is not right. Remember, Java is developed in the year 1995. Java is developed in the year 1995. Python is developed in the year 1991. Python is the oldest language, but Python is the oldest language, but no one knows about Python. Everyone knows about Java. Why? At the time of Java development, their main intention is Java is mainly developed for internet programming only. Java is mainly developed for internet programming. At that particular days, internet becomes a crucial role. That is the reason Java becomes most popular. If you observe from last 5 to 10 years, what is the most booming industry? The most popular and booming industry is artificial intelligence. Right or wrong? Artificial intelligence plays a very crucial role. Artificial intelligence in the sense there subparts and subcategories, all those things. That is machine learning, artificial intelligence, data science, deep learning. Okay, every concept, everything is implemented by using Python. Again question, why only Python? Is Java is developed and already it is a very popular language. Why we are not using Java for implementing all these things? Why you are using Python? Again a question. Again the answer is very simple. Compared to Java, Python has, remember this point, very, very important, many built-in packages. Many built-in packages compared to Java. What is mean by built-in? Already defined. Already defined in the sense, simple example, ready to eat food. The food is readily available. Simply, for example, nowadays chapati is readily available, parotas ready available. Within 5 minutes, we prepare the food. Exactly, Python, everything is readily available. Simply, what you have to know, what are the things that are available and how to use the things. Suppose ready to instant idli powder, idli, instant dosa, instant chapati. That is, what is the thing? You have to know what are the instant things that are available and how to use the things. So that is the advantage. Compared to Java, Python provides many built-in packages. That is the reason Python becomes very popular. Now, again the question why? So many number of options. I have many number of options. Why you are selecting only Python? It is used in A to Z application. What is the term A to Z? You can think any application. There we are using Python. Anything. For example, if you want to develop a desktop application, what is mean by desktop application? Suppose a software that is installed in a system, VLC media player, installed in system. Suppose MX Player installed in system, Microsoft Word installed in system, any software that is installed in a system. For developing the software, we are using Python. So here I will show you some of the applications for your easy understanding. Any desktop application, we are using Java. Sorry, we are using Python. For They providing already what I said. They providing some predefined packages, right, Ara? Suppose if you want to develop any desktop application, they are using these packages. Suppose Tinker is a module, package or module, WX, Kiwi, PQ, KIT. That means you need to know, okay, sir, these are the modules available. You have to use that module. Okay. By using Python, you can create any web applications. Any web applications. So these are the modules. Here, right now, I am not explaining any module. I am given the reason why we are selecting Python. Only the reasons for selection of Python. That means by using Python, you are creating desktop application. By using Python, you are creating web applications. By using Python, you can create console-based application. What is mean by console? That means simply keyboard. We are entering our information through keyboard, or we are performing the operations by using commands. That is, you listen the word command line arguments. That is commands. Everything is implemented. By using Python, you can develop any type of software, any type of software. So here observe, everything we are providing some built-in packages, built-in module. Right now, you don't know anything. Right now, you don't know anything. That is the reason I am not explaining what is the module, what happens inside the module. I given only the broad term. Any scientific and numeric applications. This plays very, very crucial role. Actually, because of this fifth point only, Python becomes very popular. What is this scientific and numerical applications? In the sense, all machine learning, artificial intelligence applications. All machine learning, artificial intelligence applications we are using. Here, this also provides some modules. NumPy, Panda, SciPy, Scikit-learn, different modules are available. Okay, all business applications. Suppose this is the module that is provided for business applications. All audio, video applications. All video applications, these modules. 3D CAD, all civil students, 3D CAD applications, these modules are available. All enterprise applications, all image processing applications. Now, come to one conclusion. Observe here, each and every type of application we are using Python, right or wrong? Here my intention is why we are using Python. Approximately my applications are categorized into some 10 types. In each and every application we are using Python. That is the reason Python becomes the popular language. Now, finally, I given one more point. The last point again, why we are using Python. The last point. Okay. So what is the today first point? The first point is SDLC, what is software development life cycle? And my second point is we already many programming languages existed. Why we are using Python? So up to now I discussed two things. What are the things? Python supports both procedure oriented concepts and object oriented concepts. That means whatever the things that are covered by using procedure are covered in Python. The things that are done by object oriented, that is Java, that then comes under Python. That is Python cover two types of programming languages. That is first reason. And my second reason is applications in many areas, whatever the area comes to your mind, that is implemented by using Python. That is the most popular. Now, the third point, again, why we are using Python? Suppose, here I am writing a program. If you don't know remaining programming languages, ignore. Here my program is simply to print hello world. I need to print a simple message. I need to print a simple message, hello world. This is my program. Okay. How to write the program? First coming to C language. First coming to C language. If you know, understand. If you don't know, no problem. Hash include stdio.h Return type is your wish, either void main or int main, whatever it is. Void main printf hello world. This is the my program. If you want to print a hello world message, you need to write this much of code in C language. This is the procedure oriented concept. What is procedure? What is oriented? Object oriented we discuss in detail later. Just now I am given only separation. Next, this is C. Coming to Java. Coming to Java. So class, assume my class name is sample. Here you are writing public static void main string args. Here I am not explaining anything related to C Java. Here I am explaining just the program syntaxes. So to print some message, system.out.println hello world. Close the main method, close the class. Okay. Now, if you want, you can write in C++, other language also. Directly, I am moving into Python. Here, I am writing my program in Python. Now, understand Python print hello world. Completed. Program is completed. Observe the difference. There in C language, first you need to simple message. For printing a simple message, you need to import the header file. You need to import the header file. You need to use the main method. And by using printf statement, we are printing the value. Coming to object-oriented programming Java, everything is defined inside a class, even a single line. Remember, even a single line that must and should be written inside a class. So, write the class main method, under the main method print. But coming to Python, no need to import any module, no need to import any header file. Even there is no concept of main also, no concept of main. Simply, we are writing a single line. By writing a single line, my program is executed. Observe, based on this one only, we understand Python is a very, very easy language. No need to know any programming. Even though you are belongs to a non-IT student, no problem. Even you don't know anything about C or Java, C++, no problem. Here we learn from the Python, we learn the Python from scratch. Why? Because Python does not have this much of difficulty levels. Very, very simple. Now, you are agree? Why we are using Python? Compared to remaining, this is the one of the reason for learning Python programming language. Okay. Now, what are the things? What is software development life cycle? What is Python? Now, my next point is what is language? What is mean by a language? Suppose here already I am said converting our analysis into coding, that is called programming. For converting, I need a language. Converting, I need a language that is called a programming language. Right now, we are discussing Python as a programming language. But remember, I know only Telugu. You know only English. Is the language sufficient? No, exactly. What is the term language? Language is for communication. Language is for understanding. Remember, in our system, we have three types of languages. Those are called computer languages. If you want to move any programming, you need to learn three languages. First one, mission language. Second one, assembly language. Third one, high level language. So you are asking a question, sir, we are coming for Python class. These are not the things in Python. Remember, directly we are not speaking a word without knowing ABC alphabets. Exactly. Without knowing the basic internal details, it is not possible to move not only Python, any programming language. So Compulsory, you need to learn the basic things. First, I covered mission language. First, to cover mission language. Mission, what is mean by mission? Computer. Our computer is called mission. Mission language in the sense, the language that is understandable by the computer. What is the English language? Suppose the English language is understandable by me. Suppose Telugu language is understandable by you. Exactly. Mission language is the language that is understandable by the computer. That is understandable by the computer. Remember, the mission language is in terms of zeros and ones. Mission language, that is, a computer understand only zeros and ones. Only zeros and ones. Generally, it is also called as binary language. Okay, that is very good. Computer understands zeros and ones, but I do not understand zeros and ones. And how do I write the program? Obviously, the question is, I don't know any zeros and ones. How can I write the program? So that is a very, very difficult task. In the olden days, how they write the program by using zeros and ones? Remember, before 1991, there is no Python. Before 1972, there is no C language. Before such years, there is no programming language. Yes or no? But how they can write the program? By using this language only. They don't know the Python, they don't know Java. By using mission language, they use the concept of punch cards. They use the concept of punch cards. You know the punch cards. If they punch, the value is considered as a 1. If they don't punch, the value is considered as 0. Based on the punch cards, we are writing the program. Here we understand what is the advantage and what is the disadvantage. First, I will explain the disadvantage. The disadvantage is, it is very, very difficult for the user. User in the sense programmer. It is very difficult to remember. What is to remember? For example, if you want to perform addition of two numbers, my simple task. Computer does not understand 2, computer does not understand plus, computer does not understand 3. You need to write the thing, what 2 in the form of binary, 3 in the form of binary, and plus is also in the form of binary. Assume this is plus. Assume. Then only the system understand. Now, what is the problem for the user? It is very difficult to remember. And one more problem is, suppose I by heart, assume I by heart plus is 11101 is the binary code for plus. If you are moving to some another system, this code may be changed. Even though I by heart all the binary information, again from system to system, that code is again completely changed. What is the meaning of that one? Even the binary is dependent on the mission. Even the binary code is dependent on the mission. Now you got it? It is a very, very difficult to remember. To overcome this problem, later they developed assembly language. What is the problem? Remembering all these binary, they are moving into assembly language. So what the assembly language? Assembly language uses mnemonics. Mnemonics in the sense, instead of this binary, they use the term mnemonics, add 2, 3. Automatically an addition is performed. Observe, compared to mission, this is easy or not? Compared to previous one, this is easy. Suppose if you don't know, if I am given this one, what happens? No one can understand. Even after completion of some time, even I also forget what happened on that particular statement. Suppose if you are seeing, everyone understand, okay, add, which is for addition. But again, what is the problem? Many number of instructions, add, multiplication, subtraction, not only addition, subtraction, many number of operations inbuilt, loading, retrieving, storing, memories, registers, every lot of information is present inside the computer. So for each and every instruction, we need a mnemonic. So remember, all these mnemonics is again a difficult task. That is one disadvantage. We have another disadvantage. I will explain that second one later. To overcome this disadvantage, finally I am moving into high level language. So final, what is high level language? The language that is understandable by the user. User in the sense the programmer. Simply, high level language is a natural language. That means we are writing the programs just like English statements. Then it is very easy to understand by the user. Now, first point. What is the first point? The language that is understandable by the mission, that is also called as binary language, represented in terms of zeros and ones. To overcome the difficulty of remembering zeros and ones, we are moving into assembly language. There in assembly language, we are using mnemonics. Mnemonics, that is instructions. Here the assembly language also you are using different types of instructions, many number. Again, it is very difficult. Again, to overcome, I am using some another language that is high level, which uses our natural language. These are the three languages that we are using. Here I am not entering into Python, not entered into Python. So now coming to the point, once you learn all these three languages, what are the advantages and disadvantages? That is my important thing. Now coming to high level language. High level language. Here I am writing my program in natural language. But is the system understand? Is the computer understand my language? No. Why? A computer understand only zeros and ones. A computer understand only zeros and ones. For example, sorry, previously I am writing some statement, print hello. Computer does not understand the word print. Print is converted into zeros and then computer understands. Now, assembly. Now, assembly. You are writing the instructions in the mnemonics. Is the computer understand the mnemonics? No. That means, what is your next step? What is your next step? You need to convert either high level language or assembly, whatever it is. You need to convert into mission level language. Yes or no? Suppose you understand only English. Suppose I am writing my program or I explained in Telugu. You are unable to understand. Then what is the next thing? Compulsory, you need a software or you need a translator. Remember the word. You need a translator which is used to convert my Telugu language into your understandable English language. This is our terms. Technically, in computer point of view, if you are writing the program in high level language, that is to be converted into mission level language. If the program is written in assembly language, that is need to be converted into mission level language, we need a translator. So you got the meaning of translator. Now we have different types of translators. First one, if you want to convert high level language into mission level language, the name of the translator is compiler. Compiler. And for this, interpreter. I am writing two types. Here we have two types of translators. We have two types of translators, compiler and interpreter. Both aim is converting high level language into mission language. How they convert, discuss later. Again, if you want to convert assembly level language into mission level language, we have only one translator is existed right now. That translator name is assembler. That translator name is assembler. Okay. Now, what is assembler? My question is, what is assembler? Here you need to give the answer in detail. Assembler is a translator? No. Here, generally, we are writing the program. Suppose if you know in detail about your subject, we are giving the answer like this. What is that one? A computer understand only mission level language, but it is very difficult for the user to understand or to write the programs in mission level language. That is the reason an assembly language is developed. In the assembly language, we are writing the programs in mnemonics, but the computer does not understand these instructions. That is the reason whatever the program that we are written by using assembly language, we need to convert the assembly language into mission level language. The such translator is called assembler. Observe the difference. The difference is, you know, the previous also. The difference is, whenever an interviewer asks you a question means, you have to know the complete knowledge. Simply assembler is a translator which is used to convert assembly language into mission level language. That answer is perfect. But why assembly language is developed? If you given the previous answer, okay, you know the complete all the languages. You got my point? Everywhere you have to give the answer like this. Okay. That is not at all important. We are not using right now. We need only two things. One is high level and the second one is mission. Now, coming to this compiler and interpreter in detail. This is the very important question. What is the difference between compiler and interpreter? What is the similarity? Both are used for converting high-level language into mission-level language. Okay, right. Suppose, first I am speaking non-technically. Here I am given a speech in English language. Assume I am given a speech in English language. You understand only Telugu language. Now, a translator, suppose one mediator is required, one person is required. What is the aim of the person? Whatever I speak, that is to be converted into Telugu, English to Telugu. Assume my speech consists of 10 lines. Assume my speech consists of 10 lines. General, give an idea how they convert. Generally, how that my English is converted into Telugu. They follow two ways. You observe, they follow two ways. One way is after completion of all my 10 lines, they at a time converts that 10 lines into Telugu, right or wrong? Remember that one. Observe any speeches in the TV news channels. All my 10 lines, I completed all my speech. After completion of my entire speech, that entire speech is converted into Telugu language. That is one way. What is another way? Exactly. First, I speak first line. After completion of the first line is converted into Telugu. Exactly, these two are. Here I am writing a program. Assume the program consists of 10 instructions. Generally, each line in the program is called instruction or simply line or at a time, my entire program is converted from high level language to mission level language. That is done by compiler. Now, what is a compiler? Compiler is a translator which is used to convert high level language into mission level language at a time. That is entire program. Obviously, what is interpreter? Interpreter, it converts that high level into mission level line by line. You understand the difference? Line by line. Okay. Now, is completed languages? No. One more point is remaining. So, what is mission? What is assembly? What is high level language? And how to convert the high level or assembly level language into mission level language? Now, among this mission level language, high level language, and assembly language, which one is fast? Which one is fast? Any idea? Any idea? Which one is fast? Fast in the sense in terms of execution. Which one gives the fast result? No. Here my task is not the compiler, not the interpreter. Three languages. Suppose if I am writing the program in mission level language, if I am writing the program in assembly language, suppose I am writing the program in high level language, which one is executed in a short span of time? Exactly wrong answer. The answer is mission level language. Understand carefully. Why? Because here I am not speaking the difficulty, I am speaking the execution. If you are writing the program in mission level language, computer directly understand. Suppose if I am speaking English, suppose 10 minutes of speech. So you listen, that is the entire transaction is completed in 10 minutes. But if you are writing the program either in high level or assembly level, what you required? I speech 10 minutes, again the translation time, again you listen 10 more minutes. That means we need an additional time for conversion. Yes or no? Remember, which one? Here, understand the question carefully. If you are using which programming language, not programming, which computer language is fast in terms of execution, mission level language. Why? No need of any conversion. Computer directly understand the mission level language. Mission level language. Clear? Now, difficulty point of view, mission level language is a difficult. That is the reason only we are moving into high level language. Okay. Now, these are the computer languages. Finally, before closing this session, I will explain one more point. So, generally, we are learning all the programming languages for moving to any software industry, right, Anna? What is a software? Exactly. Common question. What is a software? So, what is mean by a program? Program is simply a set of instructions. Here from now onwards, I start from scratch. Remember, even though you belongs to non-IT, ignore. What is a program? Program is a set of instructions. Simply it performs some action. For example, I am writing a program addition of two numbers. That is my program. If I am given 2, 3, the output is 5. Now, what is a program? The program takes 2, 3, performs some operation and produces a value 5. That is called program. Now the important term is what is mean by software. Here you said the software is set of that is to do a task. That is also a program. That what is a software? Simple term, a program performs single task. Generally, a program performs single task. Software is simple terms. Here I am speaking generally. Software is set of programs to do a task. Set of programs to do a task. For example, Microsoft Office, MS Word is a software. It does not consist of a single program. For example, suppose a paint is visible to you. Here, how many programs? Suppose 5. For new, a program is created. For open, a program is created. For save, a program is created. You got my point? For example, pen, a program is created. Eraser, a program is created. All these programs combined together and linked together to perform or to do a task. That is called software. Remember, software is a set of programs to do a task. Remember, generally every organization divide the software into only 2 types. Even though you have many types, all are comes under these 2 types. You need to remember the 2 types. What are the 2 types? One is system software. Second one is application software. Remember the 2 terms. System software and application software. First, I am moving into application software. So, just now we discussed software is to perform some task. That is, it needs to do some action. Yes or no? What is an application? What is an application? A single task is an application. For example, MS Word, that is an application to write some information. PPT is an application. Right now, you are using Paint. This is one application. VLC Media Player is one application. Or else IRCTC, to book train tickets, book my show, to book movie tickets. Each and everything what we are seeing is an application, right or not? So, application software is simply a software that is designed for a specific purpose. A software that is designed for a specific purpose. So, application software. Generally, we are using these programming languages for designing the projects or not. designing the projects. So for designing this application software. Now, what is the system software? Based on this one, system software is the software that is designed to run the system. What is an example? Give any one example of system software. Any one example. Laptop is a device. Software is not visible. Simple. Operating system. Without operating system, is your system is working? No. So operating system, generally up to now we know that operating system definition is operating system is an interface between user and computer. Originally that is not. Operating system is a system software that is used to control your hardware. Without operating system, nothing is executed. Remember, now operating system is a system software. By using system software so only, we are running the application software. Yes or no? Without OS is any project. Without OS is any software is installed in your system? 100% no. 100% no. So OS is a system software. So system softwares are used to design an application software. Not only OS, for example, compiler. You are using Turbo C. If you know or don't know, no problem. Compiler. Compiler is a system software which is used to run the C programs or which is used to run the Java programs, to run the Python programs. For example, actually Python not uses compiler. Okay, that is another case. So compiler is a system software which is used to run the programs. You got it? You got the difference? System software is a software that is designed to run the application software. Now, application software is a software that is designed for a specific purpose. Okay. Now, this is today's session. What we discussed, I will give you a brief. Every day after the completion of the class, I will give what are the things that we had covered, and at the same time, at the end, suppose tomorrow's session, not only tomorrow, every day at the starting of the session, first to 5 minutes, I will complete what are the things that happened in the last session, simply to form the link. Now, in the today's session, first we will discuss the course content, what we are going to cover. And it covers both procedure oriented, object oriented, along with some advanced concepts. After this content, we discussed why we are using Python. Already many programming languages are existed. Why we are using Python? Under this, we mainly discussed 3 points in terms of procedure oriented, object oriented, in terms of program simplicity, and then in terms of the content. And after why programming languages, we discussed software development life cycle. Here we discussed what is a language, what is programming, what is called programming languages, what are the phases we have, everything. Finally, after completion of this SDLC, we discussed the term computer languages. Mission level language, assembly language, high level language, the different languages that we are using, how to convert the different languages. There we need a translator, right or wrong? What are the different types of translators? How to convert one language into another language? Finally, we discussed the term software. Remember, all these are the basic information before going to any programming language. So, from the next session onwards, we start the concept. Just we entered next session, we entered to the Python programming. Not a problem. Even you don't know anything about the Python, ignore. So I will start from alphabet A. Okay, this is the end of today's session. If you have any doubts, please ask.
Sir, I have one question.
Yes, please.
Sir, I have one. So I have no programming language background. I'm a non-technical background. Is this a good option to go ahead with the Python training?
Yes, 100%. Actually, just now I said, even though you are any non-IT student, not a problem. Non-IT in the sense, even you don't know C language also not a problem. Why? Because observe the first class. In the first class, I am not moving to any programming language. Here I discussed the basic things. That is, so simply ignore the thing. So I am not IT student. I don't know any programming languages. Nothing is required. Nothing is required. So no prerequisite for this one. No prerequisite. You can directly come to Python class. You can learn Python. Okay, no problem. 100% sure.
Thanks, sir.
Yes.
Last question. Will you give the notes what you teach every day?
Every day after completion of the session, so we will provide the entire content. So not
ठीक है,
like
sir.
this. This is the paint is for only for your explanation. Here
Okay.
paint is I am using this one use only for your explanation. Suppose see this one. We are given in detail clearly. Okay, in detail for your
Sure.
understanding. Okay. Yes.
Yes.
Any
Thank you
other
very
else?
much.
Okay, I'm closing the session. If you have any doubts, no problem. Come to the tomorrow session, ask the doubts. Thank you very much for the today's session.